Would you rather invest in a business or in real estate? Welcome to another Bernica video. In this video, we're going to improve our English and learn some vocabulary while trying to answer the question of if it's better to invest in a business or in real estate. Let's take a look at some responses we got here. Before the first response, I want to teach you a word. That word is tangible asset. Tangible asset. The meaning of tangible asset is a physical item that has value. A physical item that has value. Something you can touch, something you can see that has value. That's a tangible asset. And also another word is appreciate. Appreciate means to gain value, to get more value, to have higher value over time. That's appreciate. So what I want you to do is think about that question I asked you about if it's better to invest in a business or in real estate, and use those words, tangible asset and also appreciate, and try to respond to this question yourself, whatever you think might be best. And then we're going to read the response that we have here. Remember, the words I'm teaching you here are tangible asset. It means something physical you can touch, something that has real value that you can touch. And also appreciate, which means to gain value over time. Now, assuming that you've already done this and you've done your speaking practice of this video, we can go on and read the response that we have here. I would rather invest in real estate. It's a tangible asset, meaning you can actually see and use the property, and it usually appreciates in value over time. Real estate also provides rental income, which can be a steady source of cash flow, making it a safer long-term investment. So basically, the response that we read here says because real estate is something you can touch, something you can see, and because it can appreciate over time and get more expensive, and also because you can put it on lease and return and have some rental income, because of those reasons, it's a better option. Just keep in mind that I'm not giving anyone any financial advice here. This is just a video to teach you English and English vocabulary, and we're just using this question as a way of practicing and learning some vocabulary. This is not at all a financial advice. But anyways, let's read the response part by part and try to learn some vocabulary. The first sentence, I would rather invest in real estate. I would rather, it means it's my preference. Real estate, it means house and buildings and stuff like that. It's a tangible asset. As I said before, a tangible asset is something that has value that you can touch. An opposite to that would probably be something like cryptocurrency, something you cannot touch, something virtual. But this is a tangible asset, something that has value but is also a physical item. As an example, real estate is a tangible asset, unlike stocks or bonds. Yes, stocks or bonds are also non-tangible. You cannot touch a stock. It's something virtual. It's a tangible asset, meaning you can actually see and use the property. So property, what is property? Property is a physical item of value. Physical item of value is a property such as land or buildings. As an example, real estate investments often involve purchasing property. Real estate investments often involve purchasing property. So property is things like land and buildings. Back to the paragraph. And it usually appreciates in value over time. Appreciate in value means its price increases. Appreciates in value. The opposite to that would be depreciate. But here we have appreciate. Appreciates in value means its price increases. For example, property often appreciates in value as the market grows. Yes, as the market grows, property usually appreciates in value. Next sentence from the paragraph, real estate also provides rental income, which can be a steady source of cash flow. So here we have a few words like rental income. Rental income is money earned from renting out a property. When you rent out a property, meaning that you want someone to live in it so they can pay you rent, that's the money you're receiving is rental income. Rental income. For example, rental income can provide a steady cash flow. And our next word is a steady source. Not just any source, it's a steady source of cash flow. So what is a steady source? It's a reliable source. It's a source that you know you can count on it all the time. It's a reliable and consistent origin of something like income. That's a steady source, a reliable and consistent origin. For example, real estate can be a steady source of income. You know that you'll receive your rent every month, so it's a steady source. The next word is cash flow. Cash flow is about the movement of money. It's the amount of money coming in and going out of a business or investment. The money that comes in for you, it's your cash flow. For example, positive cash flow is essential for a successful investment. If you want to have a successful investment, you need to have good cash flow, positive cash flow, meaning that money is coming to your business all the time. Next one is long-term investment. Long-term investment means an investment that is done over the long term. You are not expecting any returns soon, but you're thinking long-term. An investment made with the expectation of future growth over an extended period. Real estate is often considered a good long-term investment. Let's take a look at the last sentence from the paragraph again. Real estate also provides rental income, which can be a steady source of cash flow, making it a safer long-term investment. So that was the last word that we learned here, long-term investment. So that was our first response. After a quick pause, we're going to continue with our second response. Now let's continue with our second response. Before the second response, I want to teach you two phrases. One is exponential growth. Exponential growth. Exponential means something that increases over time. So very exceeding and very fast growing. So that's exponential. Exponential growth is a rapid increase in size or value. Exponential growth. As an example, sometimes stocks show exponential growth. In a flourishing economy, stocks can show exponential growth, a rapid growth. The other expression we can learn here is a thriving industry. Thriving industry. A thriving industry is an industry that has good expectations for growth and it's successful, it's doing good, it's flourishing. So it's a sector of economy that's growing quickly or successfully. That's a thriving industry. So what we've learned here, exponential growth, it's an exceeding growth. It's a growth that keeps getting better and better over time. That's exponential growth. And a thriving industry. Maybe you can pause the video now and answer the same question again. If you think real estate or businesses are a better choice of investment, you can use those phrases and answer the question. And then we'll continue to our text. So what does the text say? I'd prefer to invest in a business because it offers the potential for exponential growth. While real estate is often seen as a safer option, a successful business can provide higher returns, especially if it's in a thriving industry. Additionally, owning a business allows for more control over the investment's direction. So here, in our second response, opposite to the first one, we're talking about investment in a thriving industry, in stocks and bonds. So let's read it part by part. I'd prefer to invest in a business because it offers the potential for exponential growth. So as I said before, exponential growth means a rapid increase in size or value. For example, startups often aim for exponential growth in their early years. Yes, startups usually show exponential growth. Those that are successful. Successful startups often show exponential growth in their value. While real estate is often seen as a safer option, a successful business can provide higher returns. So what is higher returns? It means you have good returns, good results for the money you invest. Greater profits from an investment. Yeah, this is a good way to put it. Profits. Higher returns means greater profits. When you invest your money, you have some profits. That is called your return. There is even something called ROI, return of investment or return on investment. So higher returns means greater profits from an investment. As an example, stocks typically offer higher returns than savings accounts. Yes. Over the long term, usually stocks offer much better returns, much higher returns than savings accounts in banks. Let's continue. Additionally, owning a business allows for more control over the investment's direction. All right, so, there is something we forgot to review. In our second response from the text, we had seen as. We said that real estate is usually seen as a safer option. So what does it mean if something is seen as something? It means it's regarded, it's considered, perceived or regarded as. Real estate is often seen as a safer investment. So we usually believe, we consider that real estate is a safe investment. All right, so that was our second response. In the first response, we talked about how real estate is a safer option. It provides rental income, provides steady cash flow for you. We learned words like appreciate. We said a property appreciates over time, and it's a tangible asset. It's something you can touch, something you can see. In our second response, on the other hand, we talked about the exponential growth, the potential for exponential growth that comes with stocks and businesses. And we talked about how they can offer higher returns if they are in a thriving industry, for example, in tech industry. Now, we're going to continue with our third response now. I'm going to give you 2 words. I think it will be good to learn. Appealing, yes. The first that we can learn here is appealing. If something is appealing, it's very attractive. It's very interesting. For example, for me, real estate is an appealing investment option. It's something that's interesting for me. It's attractive for me. So that's appealing. And maybe we can also learn the word stability. Stability is when something doesn't change too much and it's basically stable. It's, let's see, non-changing. Yes, steady and unchanging. Maybe you can pause the video now and try again to answer the same question using these 2 words, appealing and stability. Assuming that you've done that, I'm going to read the third response. Investing in a business could be more appealing to me, as it offers a dynamic environment with potentially higher rewards. Although real estate provides stability and passive income, a business investment could lead to significant growth and innovation, especially if it aligns with my skills and interests. So here it's not just talking about investing in any business, but it's talking about investing in a business that you like. Because you're basically the owner of that business, partly. So it could be a part of the industry that you like investing in. So I'm going to read it part by part now. Investing in a business could be more appealing to me. As I said before, appealing means interesting, attractive or interesting to someone. For example, the idea of starting my own company is appealing to me. Yeah, it's a very appealing idea that you would start your own company. As it offers a dynamic environment with potentially higher rewards. Right, this is interesting. I think I'm starting to believe that this text is not just talking about investing in stocks of a company, but investing in a real business, like buying, like starting your own your own company, maybe. So it says investing in business could be more appealing to me, as it offers a dynamic environment with potentially higher rewards. Yes, you can have higher rewards, you can have more benefits in a business, more profit in a business. Dynamic environment, that's an interesting vocabulary. Dynamic environment is a setting characterized by constant change and activity, something that is always changing, something that's always active. That's a dynamic environment. For example, working in a dynamic environment can be exciting and challenging. By the way, I think a lot of people would not like that much, activity and challenge and change and lack of stability. But some do. Although real estate provides stability and passive income, a business investment can lead to significant growth and innovation. So we're talking about real estate, the fact that it has stability, it doesn't change too much. We talked about stability before. I said stability is the state of being steady and unchanging. For example, investors often seek stability in their portfolios during uncertain times. Yes, when times are uncertain, when there is an economic downturn, then what you want is stability in your portfolio. Your portfolio is the combination of investments you have. So investors often seek stability in their portfolios during uncertain times. So that's related to the word stability. But then we said that it also provides a passive income. We said real estate provides stability and passive income. So what is a passive income? A passive income is earnings generated without active involvement. Real estate is a good example. You buy a house, you put it on lease, you rent it out, someone rents it, they pay you money every month. You're not doing anything special. You're not going to work, or maybe you are, but the money that comes to you from the rent is just passive income because you don't have to work for it. It comes to your bank account every month. So that's a passive earning or passive income. The meaning is earnings generated without active involvement. For example, owning rental properties can provide passive income. So that's an interesting response. Owning rental properties can provide passive income. Let's continue. A business investment can lead to significant growth and innovation, especially if it aligns with my skills and interests. Yeah. If it aligns with your interests, it means you need to invest in a business that aligns with your interests, that is in the same direction as your interests. Let's read align with. It means match or is consistent with. If something aligns with your interests, it means it matches with your interest or it is in the same direction or consistent with your interest. For example, choosing an investment that aligns with your values is important. Yes. For example, if you care about the environment, you cannot invest in a pollutant industry. That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't align with your interest. All right, let's continue with our fourth response. This time we're going to learn some phrasal verbs. We can start with the word lean towards. Lean towards. If you lean towards something, you prefer it or you are inclined to doing that. For example, I lean towards safer investments. I lean towards investments that also, or industries that also care about the environment as well as making money. So that's lean towards. It means that's something that you prefer. You can also use the word perform well. If we say an investment performs well or a company performs well, it means they are achieving good results. Maybe you can pause the video again and answer the same question using these two words, lean towards and perform well. But now I'm going to read the response. I'd lean towards investing in real estate because it tends to hold its value over time. While businesses can be exciting and potentially very profitable, they can also go under if they don't perform well. Real estate, on the other hand, is something tangible that generally appreciates over the years. So here we're kind of like the first response. We are talking about the value of real estate over other forms of investment. I'm going to read it part by part. I'd lean towards investing in real estate. As I said before, lean towards means you prefer something or you're more inclined to choosing that. For example, I tend to lean towards conservative investment strategies. It means I tend to choose safer options for investment. I usually choose safer options. You can say I tend to choose, or I lean towards choosing, or I lean toward choosing. That's interesting. Or I lean toward choosing conservative investment strategies. Anyways, going back to the text, I lean towards investing in real estate because it tends to hold its value over time. It holds its value. If it holds its value, it means it maintains its worth. For example, if because of inflation, everything loses value, real estate does not, to some degree. It means that as there is inflation and prices go up, also the price of your property goes up. It holds its value. For example, gold is known to hold its value over time. Yes, over time, when things get more expensive, gold also gets more expensive. So if you have gold, you're prone, you're not prone to losing your money. You're saving your money. Your money is holding its value. Yes. All right. So let's continue. Tend to. It tends to hold its value. It means it's likely to hold its value. That's what usually happens. Tend to be likely or inclined to do something. Real estate investments tend to appreciate over time. It means they usually keep their value. Tend to is used when something usually happens. For example, real estate usually appreciates over time, or real estate tends to appreciate over time. Let's continue with the text. Can be exciting. Well, businesses can be exciting and potentially very profitable. They can also go under. Yeah, this is interesting. Go under. If something goes under, it means it fails financially. It doesn't hold its value. It's the opposite thing. It goes under. For example, many businesses go under within the first few years. Yes, they can fail financially. They don't do a good job. Okay, they can go under if they don't perform well. As we said before, perform well is to achieve good results. Real estate, on the other hand, is something tangible. We talked about this before. We said that real estate is tangible. It's something you can touch. It's something physical that you can see. It's something that's tangible that generally appreciates over the years. All right, so that's it. I just remembered the word I forgot before. I said that real estate and also gold, they are immune to inflation. Over the years, with inflation, prices of things go up. So if you hold money like cash, then your money is losing its value, or it's prone to losing its value. But gold and real estate are immune to inflation. They're immune to losing their value over time, over long term. So that's all that we wanted to learn in this video. I hope that you have paused the video in the right times and you've tried to use those words and answer the questions. But worry not. Even if you've not, you can do it now. You can just think of all the words you've learned. We learned about a steady source of income, or a cash flow, or property, tangible asset, or tend to do something, or a thriving industry, all of those things that we learned. Maybe you can just take notes of a few of them, those that you like and those that you want to practice. And you can pause the video now or after the video ends and just answer the question using those words. I hope that this helps your speaking in English. And again, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm just teaching English, and I'm using this as a context and as something to use to teach English vocabulary. That's it. All right, I hope you'll have a good day.